I saw a psychic in Mexico. She said that I needed to go to Finland to meet the Burly Man.
Who's that?
We don't know. But he himself and everyone saw him as this masculine, force. But in the end, he also has this feminine side, and he's having a hard time balancing both. And that was really me in a past life. And I needed to travel to Finland to meet him so that we could both heal those parts of ourselves. How wild is that? Isn't that crazy? Really? What are the odds, exactly?
¿Viste Finlandia?
No. Pero no me gusta tanto el frío.
Ay, te veo como súper grande, súper peludo, muchos pelos.
Como un vikingo o algo así.
Sí, algo así, pero mucho, así como muy grande.
Como esa dualidad, ¿no? De ser tan sensible y a la vez tan fuerte.
Ya es algo, una tercera posición, donde yo equilibro las variables y ya no son opuestas, son complementarias, ¿no? Ese sería como el aprendizaje.
All right, I think we should go ask some people if they've seen the Burly Man and probably get rejected. But at minimum, we'll ask and maybe we'll get some salmon soup along the way. You could respond too. It makes me feel weird. I don't know who I'm talking to. So, to backtrack a little bit, you're Jere. We decided to work together. First of all, you had time.
That's the most important. Yeah.
Second of all, you had mentioned that you were kind of like in this moment very open to something showing up on your plate.
Yeah, kind of giving the world opportunity to give me something different, not just work.
I'm doing a documentary on Finnish masculinity. Would you be open to being interviewed?
I don't have time now, sorry.
Oh, okay. No worries. I love that the guy who's just picking up trash doesn't have time for me. It makes sense. It does make sense. He's doing, honestly, God's work out there, so. So I wanted to ask you, and you feel free to say no.
So we also are in the second time.
Okay. Sure, no worries.
Sorry, I don't speak English.
Oh, no, it's okay. Thank you. The excuse was she didn't speak English very well, but she spoke English just fine. It seems like it's all Asian food. You have salmon soup, yeah? Okay. I've heard of this famous salmon soup, but I haven't had it yet. Oh, yeah. I could eat this all day. You can tell it's healthy. This guy would be ideal.
You can go ask if you want. Depends.
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah.
But are you an artist?
Yeah.
Oh, what kind of art do you do?
Photography, about masculinity.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What is your inspiration for that?
I've photographed and interviewed men that have experienced domestic violence. Because it happens, but it's not a lot of talk about it.
Totally. How did you become interested in the subject matter?
My upbringing was very homosocial, meaning that the boys were hanging out with the boys, the girls with the girls.
I grew up in a household where my mom was definitely the one who had all the power, and so the typical roles were reversed. And so I personally don't have a huge relationship with the concept of masculinity. I feel when it's projected onto me, especially in a relationship, but I don't know if I have a sense of what that even means. How do you know that, aside from your parts, how do you know that you're a man?
Good question. Not something I go around and think about all the time. That am I a man or am I behaving correctly to fit into this model of being masculine, being a man? But at the end of the day, that's what I identify.
Yeah, totally. Isn't that crazy? His whole life is around telling stories about men who are victims of domestic violence. It's kind of insane. I think I need another angle. How can we create situations where we're just chatting with people and then things come up naturally, right?
Well, I have an idea.
Okay. You have any questions to ask me, bro? He's stupid American. He doesn't know what he's doing. He has no concept of anything. Give it some time. Give it some time. Fine. Ah.
What is the question?
All right. I asked him, what does it mean to be Finnish?
What do you want to ask?
Oh, hey. So how long have you been in Finland?
8 years.
And what do you like about being here?
Peaceful.
Yes.
Quiet.
And then what don't you like?
The weather, probably.
The weather sucks.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think we're gonna have to maybe at some point get out of the city. But let's see. You know, the day is young. I still need a little bit. I need a little bit more rejection.
All right, here's a little rejection montage, and it's an opportunity for me to tell you about how this morning I was broken up with. What came to the surface were all of these ways in which I had not been fully honest, how I had hidden parts of myself out of fear that if I showed up as my full self, I might not get love. But in the end, I end up hurting people and myself, and I don't want that anymore. That's not how I want to show up in the world. And so now, necessarily and cosmically, the search for the Burly Man is also the search for how I can be a better man and person, and you should know that.
But I don't know if we're gonna be able to get him.
But that's the whole point.
Do you believe that Santa Claus is real?
I think it's real.
Because he's kind of a big burly guy. Maybe we have to go to Lapland then.
I guess we're going to Lapland. Maybe I'll hug Santa Claus and tell him what I want. So we're on our way. This guy Imo's picking us up there. He's your kind of contact. He's going to be our host, and he's going to show us around. How are you, Imo?
Andres.
Thank you so much for having me.
Welcome to Rovaniemi.
Thank you for having me. Guy. I heard you're the candy guy. Thank you.
It's a different world.
Tuliko Andres jostain sieltä, missä ei ole lunta vai?
From United States.
Okei,
Yeah.
no siellä, onhan sielläkin lunta.
From New Orleans.
Vuorilla.
You know New Orleans?
New Orleans.
Louisiana, home of jazz music.
Come on everybody.
Come on, everybody.
Are you looking for? How did you butt to the
What do you think about our chances of finding the Burly Man in Lapland?
Yes, you will find yes, the best one from here.
So we get to meet Santa over there? Okay. You're thinking there's not just one Santa Claus? Well, this guy seems like he's going to be legit.
Remember us talking about this?
About lying to people?
But I think it could be possible that the Burly Man is in Lapland. You never know. Maybe it's the Santa Claus or something like that.
Did they ever tell you?
What?
Thank you. I'm doing a documentary on finding a big burly man in Finland. And you might be him.
I have also some surprise for you. Christmas Eve I'm coming with my flying reindeers to Mexico, Argentina and to everywhere. Good luck for you.
Can I give you a hug?
Yes.
It's okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Santa.
This picture is so good. Oh my God. Bye-bye, Santa Claus. You're good to us.
Was he the Burly Man?
There was something very strong and gentle about him, I have to say. So
We'll keep searching.
let's keep searching. Where are we? What's going on here, dude? It's not real, but it is. Where are we?
Isäni Oiva-arvolla loihtima paikka vuonna 1995. Tuossa isossa kodassa tuolla takana niin hän kertoi kirjoittamiaan tarinoita Lapin ihmisistä ja niiden tunteista. Ja tuossa pienemmässä kodassa hän ensin tämmöisen kampsuherraan protokollan mukaisen valtion vierailun aikana, niin siinä alussa hän hääti pahat henget turisteilta. Ja kun pahat henget oli lähtenyt, niin kampsuherra loihtimaan lemmenlientä suovutusjuomaa siihen makeanlihan piihnaa ja viritykseen ja kykyjen koitokseen ja halujen hallintaan ja jälkihoitoon. Eli nyt ollaan tämmöisessä paikassa. Tervetuloa. Welcome.
Thank you.
Ander.
This is my altar. Now, before you have a meal of elk, reindeer, and blueberries. You love blueberries here in Finland, and so we shall give you blueberries. So this is where he would drink the potions.
It's there.
What the hell's going on here? Oh, wow.
Karun rakkauden saaka. Jos on niin kuin on puhuttu, se olkoon, jos ei se älköön. Jakkoppi sieppi toras sieppi. Tässä on näitä isän saagoja, joita se esitti. Ja tässä on vielä hänen lasit. Isä, oletko täällä? Minä tunnen, että sä oot täällä. Mulle tuli vieraita. Tuli esittelemään tätä paikkaa. Emme ole millään viekkaudella emmekä vääryydellä tulleet tänne. Isä on täällä.
Hey!
Huh?
You were scared?
And the sun is out. I'm about to go swimming in this freezing cold river that's in the Arctic Circle, and I'm a little scared, but I'm also going to try to find the ease in this. So even though it's going to be hard, maybe there's a way to find joy and calm in the whole thing. All right, let's go.
Kuinka kylmää oli?
-5.
It's -5 degrees.
I don't know what that means. I'm about to find the fuck out. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm doing it. You already did it. You already did it. You already did it. Okay, you already did it. You already did it. Okay, you already did it. I kind of felt this warrior inside of me, but not about like fighting and those kinds of things, but a warrior inside of me to just search and keep like fighting for my truth.
I think that's the true warrior. He's like that, you know, fighting from the heart, you know, and for our, you know, our own truth. Yeah, that's it. So important.
You're doing great.
Thank you. It feels good to be alive. It feels so good to be alive.
Are you like crying or like?
I know. I kind of am. Okay. Okay.
Tässä ei auta nyt kuule mikään.
Okay. Look, fast it.
Watch it.
Okay. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
On hurja kaveri kuule. Voittaa Lapin miehen.
The woman from the Santa Claus spot recommended we come here.
And what is this show?
I'm looking for a big man. That's the goal. But I might get distracted along the way.
Okay.
So I came to Finland to try to find him.
Now you are in my kingdom.
Yes.
I'm working with reindeer leather.
Yeah.
My reindeers are in the forest.
They're wild and free?
Of course, we take only twice a year reindeers together.
Like what reindeers represent in like some sort of mystical way?
Reindeers are not only product animal in Lapland because reindeers have given life for Lappish people 10,000 years.
Yes, I understand.
Did you know that we have had here reindeers?
Not for 10,000 years. That's a long time. And do you communicate with reindeer in some way?
Reindeers are my strength animal.
Oh, hello. You're so sweet.
You must listen more. And
I've been hearing that a lot here. Is there a way to learn how to listen?
What?
Is there a way to learn how to listen?
Do you know that Lapland is very silent?
That's what I've heard.
You can hear what you're thinking.
I hear him thinking. Oh, the antlers have hair on them.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And they're growing 2 centimeters per day.
It's a lot. What do you mean? What do you mean it grows? I want to see a reindeer.
You'll see a reindeer. I have a gut feeling.
Your Finnish comrades are quite mystical. Did you know that?
No. I live in a city.
You want to taste my homemade blueberries?
Yes.
Look, nature is not only my supermarket. I can meet my guards in forest. Nature is my church, my bedroom in summer, kitchen, living room.
Yeah.
Trees are my friends without mouth. You know? Do people really need these all things what we have in supermarket?
No.
No.
You can survive on so much less.
Simply life is the most rich life.
Maybe I can ask you, what does it mean to be a woman to you?
In Lapland.
In life.
Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I don't understand this feminism.
Yeah.
I don't understand this. Excuse me. Because
there's different forms of it anyway.
But I know my place.
Yeah. But when I talk to you, I feel a gentle but strong power. You know. Just I don't see you in any way as like less, or I see you as such a powerful force in your gentleness.
Yeah. My husband is very logical and I'm very magical. That's enough.
Yes. Yes.
We have been together 40 years.
40 years.
Compromise.
Cool.
Also, I think that Lappish women are very strong because they must be. Because, you know, past time, people came, do you know reindeer herder? They came at home twice a year, summer and Christmas. They spent half year in forest. And people have been nomadic. You know nomadic? I'm mentality.
Me too. I'm a nomad. I don't have a home.
Reindeers are nomadic.
Oh.
They don't never eat someplace empty. Do you feel home that your home is everywhere?
I think so. But I also am open to finding a home. But I've never found one place that feels like it can encompass all of me. I carry with me the lessons and the knowledge that I'm taught, and then with my energy I carry that to new places.
Yeah.
You see, he's a reindeer. You see him? I don't know if you can see him. Maybe we try to get closer. Oh, he's got big ass. Oh, there's many of them. Oh shit, there's like 10 of them. You said that we would find them. And we did. That's badass.
Sauna time.
Was the experience odd?
No, I didn't feel once any type of like discomfort about being naked. I struggled maybe a little bit more than the two of you. I felt like I was struggling at the beginning, and then I had to make a choice. Give in to the struggle or find a way to get to a place of ease and joy. And I think I was able to do that. So I feel like that's a theme that came up earlier in different people's conversations, is like how to find the ease in a situation that's hard. It was the heat and the feeling that you like can't breathe as well.
You did good.
Thanks. I think I got more to go. You guys are much more sauna pros than I am.
Is the purpose of this trip even to find the Burly Man anymore? Somehow this puzzle that we're building starts to become more clear and more confusing at the same time.
It's like not on this logical plane. That's why I've had that face all day. Like, what is happening here? Most of the men we've talked to have actually been pretty deep, and they've talked about like crazy amount of emotion.
And that's not usual either.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I've met a lot of Finnish people, women and men. You have some kind of a superpower of communicating with the human species in some twisted way that you can get to their minds and get them to trust you and open up. I don't know.
Maybe the search for the Burly Man it should just be what the hell is going on in Finland.
Okay, so I think what could make sense is for me to tap into my like tech background and reach out to some friends in that space. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah. Do you have anybody in mind?
We're gonna meet with this guy named Tommy. He's in the startup world anyway. I was doing a little background on him, and then he reached out to me, and because in advance of our meeting, and he's like, "Oh, I met you 3.5 years ago at Startup Day in Tartu. It just so happens that I'm gonna meet someone who I've already met, but like here randomly in Finland."
Small world.
Small freaking world. Any recommendations on where I should head next and who I should meet along the way?
I think one very good person would be my dear friend Sini, living in Rovaniemi, up in Lapland. really speak with her about synchronicities and how we are guided in life. So I will be happy to link you with her.
That sounds amazing. So that's like really some of the work that I'm really doing right now is around trying to not, no, I don't want to say trying anymore, like not hiding around others and myself.
It may feel kind of like a fragile thing, like, okay, I'm going to the unknown now.
Right.
But it's more like you opening more of who you are.
Right. I do think in relationship, especially when there are like romantic relationships in my life, it can be really scary to be open about all parts of myself. This whole drama that played itself out recently, I think I'm also craving this desire to accept myself.
Yes.
Because ultimately I think, sure, in relationship I witness the reflection of how I'm not fully accepting all parts of myself.
We have inside so many sides of these energies that very seldom one is only 100% of either or.
Right. Yeah, and to think of them as binaries isn't really that useful. There were times in that conversation with Cindy where it felt like she was like kind of hinting at that I should experiment a little bit more with dudes, and I was like, well, I don't want to, damn it. That's not what I came here for. But, you know, maybe I did. Rare. No, I am searching for the Burly Man, but I don't know, man. No, I don't know. I have nothing interesting to say at this point in time. We all are the Burly Man. It's this is what we thought it was going to be, and it was. When I hear something that sounds like true to me, I follow it. Coming to Finland to search for the Burly Man sounded like a truth. And my instinct is that a lot of the path forward is actually pulling from those unique truths that you understand in ways that other people in the world won't be able to understand.
Like local superpowers.
Yeah, local superpowers. I love that. The tech community was like, you got to go to the forest. So here we are. We're meeting Santiago, who's a sculptor also.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why we're here. I don't know. I guess we'll discover why we're here.
It's possible. We are going to take a hike, pick up some mushrooms.
Oh, hell yeah.
This is my god, so to speak.
Wow. Just like, I'm really struck by the beauty.
As you can see, I'm very masculine, but also like being gay is relatively difficult these days because I have to come out to everyone I knew.
And is it important for you to tell them?
No, but it does. Like when you go to a gay bar and they're like, "You're gay? What is happening?" And
like I get the idea of masculinity as it's projected onto you, but do you feel masculine?
I do. I have it's not a show or pretend. I am what I am. Once you can accept yourself, you can embrace yourself. So with that, I kind of started to accept a lot of things about myself and embracing the side of myself, and in a way it brought me here.
Santiago, I'm having this moment where I'm thinking you might be the Burly Man.
It is, yeah, that is. When I heard your story, I kind of had to take this, and if a shaman in Mexico tells you to come to Finland to find a Burly Man, I kind of have to take that step.
My emotional home, or my home, is far more in the feminine, actually.
Yeah.
When I'm interacting with you, I feel like the part that I want to kind of tap into more is a part of me that I haven't really actually tapped into, even though I'm straight, you know, not that these things are that even related, but I also don't feel that connected to the masculinity. I feel probably more connected to the femininity.
I think the straight culture is definitely putting boundaries, and I think the gender fluidity and the liberation of this masculine and feminine is very important that is happening today, because a lot of people are closing themselves of being who they are.
Possible that's why I actually have always felt an affinity towards the gay community in a deep way. Like the things that as a kid would make me cry were around gay rights, whereas other things not that I wouldn't care, but it wouldn't touch me on a level. And I think it has something to do with being in contact with I don't know, maybe a community that makes contact with a part of themselves that's less restricted.
And I think it's very like, there are beautiful moments, community, LGBTQ plus community, that shows the freedom to be. They don't want you to be them, they want you to be you. That's the important message of them, yeah.
I get exhausted with the ways in which in relationship I have to be a certain way. Like I have to show up with a woman as this, I'm okay to be a protector at sometimes, and I'm okay to like make all like the decisions.
But sometimes it's nice to be the little spoon.
Yeah, sometimes it's nice to be held.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I also view travel in this way where I see it as a responsibility, as like a carrier of knowledge to pass along different lessons that I pick up along the way. So that travel isn't just like this extraction thing where I come here, for example, and you teach me all of these things, and like I see it as like an exchange.
Change of information.
Yeah, and who knows what's happening underneath the surface too.
Oh, there is a lot of things happening.
Oh, there's a shit ton of mushrooms over here. What are those?
Those are the same. They are... Suppilavahtero.
Pigaza lopperavahtero.
Try to say suppilavahtero.
Suppilo.
Suppilo.
Vahvero.
Vahvero.
Suppilovahvero.
Suppilovahvero. I'm gonna pick some mushroom. Suppilovahvero. Can you eat these raw?
Yeah, you can. They are a little bit different taste.
It's frozen. What a big ass stick you decided to choose, huh? Jeez. Oh, you want this? You want this one? You want this one? Huh? You want this big ass fucking stick, dog? Huh? Why? Why do you choose the big one? You can see these beautiful mushrooms. Correct me if I'm wrong. I just had this idea that you were saying that there's an important aspect of this balance between masculine and feminine, because when we find that balance is also how we find balance when we're in nature, and we can maintain this balance that allows us all to thrive and be in...
I think so, yeah. I'm very confident in that. That it's... Oh, nyt. Nyt. Loppu. So, but yeah, I think so, because the idea of the Mother Earth is that if we are going to have a celestial that we're going to believe, no. Rex, nyt, loppu. It needs to have both genders. It needs to give the possibilities to everyone. It can't be just the straight white male, like that is the Christian God these days. It needs to have like every gender. Also the animal kingdom needs to be represented. Everything needs to have saying what's going to happen in nature. All right. Back in the home base. Right. In my reality, I think we are connected to our past, present, and the future. You can see your own future and your present the same way you see your own past.
So you pull from the future.
I'm connected to myself. For example, I can't see your future, but one of the reasons why I let you come here is because I saw this happening.
I would love a tip. You know, I think I have something to learn here. I have lived my life in a way where honestly, I can't even book flights like until a day before my trip. I don't know how to, I don't have no relationship to the future that I'm aware of. And so I'm curious if there's like something I can learn.
Well, like I said, it's all about the acceptance. That you need to accept the fact that you have the possibility, you have the link to the future. You can be connected to yourself. And how I do it is with meditation, but my way of meditation is taking a nap.
Yeah, actually, that's how I meditate.
The moment. See?
I almost got banged by the dog. Oh, he's giving me mushrooms.
Yeah.
Oh.
You did earn them.
I earned them.
There you go. Yeah.
You okay?
I can get them back from what you earned.
Okay.
But yes.
Ah, thank you.
Mwah.
Mwah. Such a pleasure.
That's Finnish hospitality.
See you, my friend.
I will see you.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
See you, my friend.
Thank you. Do you think we find the Burly Man?
I don't know how else. I don't know if we're gonna find anything closer to the Burly Man than that. I mean, literally is. He's got to be the Burly Man.
as the youth say, I'm shook. I'm like kind of still not really sure what just happened. That was pretty incredible. I really felt like he has a lot to teach the world, and I learned a lot about my own sort of journey around searching for the truth and balance within, specifically to masculinity and femininity, but also just generally. All right, let's go on, shall we?